So this Parsha, Pekudei, is a continuation of last week's Parsha because most of the time the two are read as a double portion. But because of the leap year, we have it each separate. So this week, we're going to read about the setting up of the Mishkan, the structure, placing the ark behind the curtain, and the design of the priestly clothes. And why would we need to know about all those details now, and how are they relevant to us today? That's the spin. I want to try to tie that in. So here's my take. So if you look around the synagogue, this is the closest symbol of a tabernacle that we personally have in our lives at this time. So we have a visual right here in the room. The first part of Pekudei talks of the inventory of the metals and the materials that were donated by the congregation to build the structure. It lists the people that were experts to design and to do, and there were people who just did particular jobs. So if we look at our own sanctuary, each thing that's placed into the building, this particular space in particular, the sanctuary, required someone with an expertise in the field. The pews, the windows, the carpet, they were all brought in by different people to fill in the space. With the donations of the congregation, our congregation, it was possible to do and build and to make. And every one of you is an important component in this sanctuary. Without one of the items, for example, the pews or the windows or whatever it is, it wouldn't be complete. So we need each of the parts to create the sum. So again, we look at the Torah, it's ancient, how does it apply? How can we really bring it into our lives today? Very simply, what I just explained. They were building a community. They needed each and every one of the particulars to make the community. Now, let's talk about the clothing. The priestly clothing is detailed in this parsha. Can you imagine if our own clergy of this synagogue, or of any synagogue for that matter, came in clothing that was not appropriate for the job? So giving formality to the position instantly elevates the aura of the whole environment. Again, this is godly, it's in the Torah, but it applies to our sanctuary and our tabernacle, everything that you're going to read. Yes, it's boring, this wood and this metal and that, but let's take it from the book and move it into our space. The building of the sanctuary is how to bring God from heaven to earth, making it a presence of God, making it formal and respectful and honorable. So we have the whole book of Shemot, and that focuses on this concept, bringing God closer to the people. God came down. He came down to Mount Sinai to the people, or he gives us the tools to bring us up to him, to elevate us to him. This is the whole book of Shemot. But why does the Torah have to describe to us in such detail the building of the Mishkan? There are many wonderful thoughts on this subject. The Zohar details it. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs gives an exact formula. And of course, there is the books of the sages that talk about it as well. Simply put, it is about an absolutely fundamental feature of religious life, namely the relationship between the sacred and the mundane, the secular. Kodesh and Hol. Hol is the space God makes for us, and Kodesh is the space we make for God. And please God, when the next temple is built and we witness peace on earth, we can take all the instructions from this Parsha and the one previously from our Torah, and we'll be ready to continue the ritual as it was meant to be in its unique form. Shabbat Shalom.